Hey y'all, it is about 11:20, something like that, on Wednesday, excuse me, January 14th. I just got done eating breakfast, and I'm so out of breath because I went and put a load of laundry. Whew. Well, I put my laundry in the dryer, but it's such a climb, literally, like climbing a mountain when you go in the basement and then come back up. I'm glad she has two banisters that I can hold on to, but holy moly, it really took a lot out of me. So I'm waiting for my clothes to dry so I can repack my bag. I'm going back home tomorrow. Whew. It's been a nice visit. Nice to see my siblings. What did I make? I made myself a scramble. I made my sister, made her some eggs with cheese and some sausage and a bagel with cream cheese. That's what she wanted because she can't leave like her desk. She works from home. So I made that for her. And then I made myself sausage and a hash brown, chopped that up, put that on the side, and then scrambled up some eggs with purple onion, a little bit of tomato and mushroom, and added some cheese to it, and then put it all together. So it was very good. Also had a biscuit with some jelly, and then I had a little bit of coffee and then some orange juice. So pretty good. Right now I'm just about to just chill for about 20 minutes and then go check my clothes. Got my water, about to take Claritin, so to help my legs out. And then it's just another chill day until she gets off work, and then we go see my mom again. Today will probably be very bittersweet for me because I'm going back. So I don't know what's going to happen either today or, you know, when I leave, and you know what I mean? I don't want to say that. I don't want to think that, but it's inevitable, you know. When we were there yesterday, she they said that they gave her like a little bit of water. She took a little bit of water, but she wouldn't really take any food. Um, and then like when we were in her room, I was looking at her like urine bag, and there's barely anything in there. So yeah, she's definitely like, yeah. Um, Her BP was good, which is very weird to me because when I wouldn't eat and I would go to the doctor, this is like previous times I went to the doctor and I didn't eat, my blood pressure would be like through the roof. But then like when I did eat, it was like normal. So someone said that, you know, it was like asked why is her sodium high if she don't have anything in her system. And someone said that, you know, whatever is in her body is like fighting the hunger maybe or whatever. So it's like gonna make it spike, I think. Don't quote me. I don't know. This is what I heard. At least I think that's what I heard. Unless I got it confused. But yeah, she's still hanging on. And we're really all trying to figure out like what is she hanging on? Like what else does she need to happen or want? It's almost like she's really like hanging on because she wants something else to be done. And I have a feeling I know what it is, or at least I have two theories, I guess. But I don't know. So, yeah, it's just, I don't like this waiting game. I don't. I really don't. I just don't like it. I don't like it. That's my tissue. My nose and eyes have been like watering a lot today. And I really hope I'm not getting sick. I really hope I'm not. I hope it's just, maybe allergy or just the effects of, cold, being cold. I don't know. I really hope I'm not getting sick. That's why I've been drinking orange juice, making sure I get that bit of vitamin C in me. Yeah. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I don't know what else to say. There's nothing really else to say. It really isn't. So, I don't know. My older brother and my baby brother were kind of, I think, hinting at trying to do something today before I leave tomorrow. And then my sister-in-law wanted to see me, or two of my sisters-in-laws. But, I mean, you got to get back with me. So, if I don't hear nothing, you know what I mean? I'm good. I'm just chilling. That's all I'm doing. So, again, I'm about to sit here for a little bit and relax. Probably listen or watch some videos, some other vloggers, and do crossword puzzle. Not crossword puzzle, word search. And then go check my clothes. All right, I'll be back. Hey y'all, I am back home. As you can see, different headboard. Whew. I just unpacked my bags. My daughter made like these they're kind of spicy, but some chicken strips that she cut up, and then some really cheesy macaroni and cheese. Oh, it's so good. It was so good. And then she had some flowers waiting for me, so it was very sweet, very nice. My baby boy cleaned the bathroom for me, and then they washed the comforters and sheets, so I can come back to clean and just relax. So I'm very grateful about that. I'm just trying to now relax. Again, like, that winded me out. I'm so glad I was able to get wheelchair service to and from the gates, because I wouldn't have been able to make it. My legs are just like tightening up. Yeah. Again, I'm grateful for that. Other than that, yeah. Now it's back to the waiting game of waiting for that horrible call about my mom. I wish I didn't have to leave. I would have stayed as long as I needed to, but Tuesday I have an appointment and Wednesday I have one, so I had to come back. I let her know, though, because she can still hear, but her sight is gone and she's just declining. So, but I made sure to let her know, Mom, you did an awesome, 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 awesome job with all of her kids. What we do in our choices is our thing, but she did a wonderful job. Really wonderful job. I have very good memories with her, so I will cherish those. But this is going to be very, very hard for me. Very hard. So, if I go missing, you know why. Because this is going to be very hard for me. My mom is my everything. The same way I know I am for my kids. So, try not to get emotional. But just thinking about it, like, I wish I would have made more memories. And I hate that you have to use that word. I wish I would have. I hate that. I kind of want to eat some more because it was so comforting, and food is comforting to me, but I don't want to make myself sick. I'm trying to get my system back on track. Because it's off. It's so off. Oh, man. I was going to talk about, so while I was in the airport, like this guy, he didn't sit down right next to me, but it was close enough to where, it's like, you just get like that ick of like hearing coughing and stuff. So, I mean, I had my mask on the whole time in the airport, on the plane, the whole time. But it's just like, you still get that ick feeling like, oh my gosh. And then he's just like talking so loud because it's like quiet. So it's like the whole airport, the whole seating area, I'm sure, heard his whole conversation. And it's like, do these be the same people that if other people do the same thing, they get upset and they go, can you quiet down, or we don't need to hear your whole that type shit. Like nobody said anything. And then, the space that was between us, this lady came and sat down. Okay. The whole time, I'm just peeping my whole, my, what's the word? My space, personal space. But, at the same time, you listen, for everything. You kind of are watching out your peripheral or whatever. But, like, she's sitting in the space, and, like, it's this other lady. She has a baby on her and on a little thing on her chest. And she's, like, bouncing up and down, trying to keep the baby, I guess, entertained or whatever. I don't know. But it's the one point where she literally is like talking, and she's like literally right next to this lady, and she's talking over her to this other lady. Oh, I think I know you. I'm sorry if I was staring at you and blah, 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 blah. And then like I'm seeing it out here, and I'm thinking to myself, that is so fucking rude. I'm sorry, I cursed. But that is so rude. Like, I don't know if this lady gave her a look and that's why she did it, or if she was just decided to be on some demon shit. I cursed again. I'm so sorry. But it like irritated me because like I literally like I looked up out of my book to look over at this lady, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you're really gonna be that rude and like talk to somebody over another person sitting there? And then I think the lady that was like sitting there, she was looking up at her too, like, so you don't see me sitting here and you just gonna have a conversation like right over me like that? Like, I know good and well if it was the roles were reversed, she would have said something crazy. But like it was so rude, y'all. Oh my God, it was so rude. It was so rude. And like when I first got there, it was like nobody. Like it was maybe this one guy that was off to the side. He was snoring. It was echoing. He was snoring. And it was like maybe a sprinkle of people over in another area. But like, I was just, I'm just sitting there. So like, I'm like, okay. And something, I wanted to move, but then it was like, you know what? No, just chill out. But like, if I would have moved, like I probably would have maybe took the camera out or whatever. But I don't know. But that was just crazy to me. And then on the plane, so I remember when I had picked my seat, I kept on like, thinking to myself, like, do I pick this seat? And I'm just like weighing the cons and pros of what seat to pick. And so I'm like, okay, do I sit by the window? But what if I have to get up and use the bathroom? So I'm like, okay, so do I sit on the end? Because if I got to use the bathroom, but then at the same time, you sit on the end, you're liable, you're going to get bumped a little with the cart or other people coming down the aisle, or you got to worry about the person across the aisle probably coughing or whatever, and all that mess. I'm like, oh my goodness, what do I do? I just knew for sure I did not want to sit in the middle of anybody. So I'm like, okay. So I said, well, I'll sit on the end. So I sat on the aisle seat. And it was fine. However, this is coming back now. When I went, I sat on the aisle seat too. And going there was awesome. I had a whole row to myself. I don't know if I said this in the other video, but I had a whole row to myself. And I did not stretch out. I probably could have or should have, but I didn't. I just kind of twisted my body so that, I could stretch my legs out in the row. But coming back, somebody was in the window seat and ended up having to get up to use the bathroom. The seats are already low. And like, it was like such a hard time for me pushing up to get out of the way for this girl to go use the bathroom. And I'm thinking to myself, this better be the one and only time you need to use this bathroom, because we're not going to keep on doing this. And so it ended up being that way. But I was just like, oh my goodness gracious. And then when it was time to get up to get off the plane, I'm sitting there like struggling, trying to get up out of this damn seat. And everybody's just looking at me like, come on, you can do it. I'm just like, just no help. I'm like, whatever. But I'm glad there was a wheelchair waiting for me out there that was able to wheel me to the parking area, to which I still had to end up trying to find my daughter, which was, she was on a different level, but I found her. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good trip. I was able to see my siblings, able to see my mom, pretty much say goodbye to her, because the next time I see her, she'll be transitioned. My feelings have not kicked in yet. I'll say that, because like I said, I know this is gonna tear me up, but just seeing her the way that I seen her, it was a totally different person, y'all. That's not my mom. I'm used to her being filled her face structure being filled out and body, and it was not her. It was not her. Literally made me feel like it was a shell and she was inside screaming, trying to talk to us. That's what it seemed like when I looked at her. But we can't hear her. She can hear us, but we can't hear her. My lips. Anxiety. Yeah. I'll be peeling these out of anxiety and thinking about stuff. So I got, of course, laundry to do, but I'm just tired. It'll be done tomorrow probably. I still gotta wash my dress and hang that up so that's ready. I gotta order my husband and my boys shirts. Like we did for the, like I did for the Christmas pictures. I ordered lavender shirts. Well, I didn't, but my son did, but I sent him the link. So I'm going to order these blue ones, light blue. But yeah, I was going to make a video before I left, but yeah, ended up eating just like a little bit of yogurt at my sister's house before my brother picked me up. And then I drank the rest of my Gatorade. So that was sitting on my stomach until I got on the plane. And then on the plane, I got a ginger ale, so it settled it a little. And then I had, they give you that Biscoff cookie. So that's all I had ate until I got here. And then I'm so happy my daughter made that food. Again, I think I'm finna go get just a little bit more of the food, because that's really all I ate. Last night I had 2 pieces of the Rocky Rococo's, the famous Rocky Rococo's pizza. It was so good. Yeah, I bought 2 large pizzas and I packed up one and brought it here for them because we don't have Rockies here. And like, it was so funny because I was at TSA and they were like, okay, we got to check this one. I knew they were going to end up probably doing it anyway because I had the pizza in my bag. And so she was like, what's this? And she kind of pulled the bag out. And I made sure I put it in like clear bags, but it was still like a shopping bag. I said, that's pizza. I said, we don't have Rockies where I'm at. And she like smiled and she was like, I understand. And she was just like, okay, have a nice day. But that's all. She was like, you know, just need to know what it was. I'm like, yeah. But my sister was like, let me know if you really do this. I said, I did it last time. I literally did. I didn't have a whole pizza in my bag, but I had like a slice. And I think I had some breadsticks last time. And then I had some Chinese food in a container. As long as it's like, you know, wrapped up and not leaking or anything, sure, it's fine. And so she was laughing when I told her, I said, I got through with my pizza. Man. It's a notification. Somebody said they're missing a chicken. That chicken gone, shoot. It's probably fried up by now. How people have chickens and stuff and don't have a good fence to keep them in or whatever. What you think is gonna happen? That's crazy. And then it'd be like loose dogs all the time. Mm-mm. What else was I gonna talk about? I was gonna talk about something else, but I cannot remember now. Can't remember. I don't know, y'all, but yeah, this might be all for today because I don't know if I have a little bit of jet lag, but I'm definitely trying to, like I said, get back into my calming stage so I can be good for my appointment coming up. Yeah, I just gotta get back on schedule, or not schedule, but back to my routine. I need to get me some compression socks for sure for my legs. I think that will probably help with what is going on with my legs because they're just not working right at all. So I'm gonna have to find some compression socks this weekend. I tried to see if my mom probably had some that she used, and my sister said she had given away like a lot of her clothes because one, they were extra big. My mom is probably like 70 pounds from being 100 and something. Like, if you could just imagine. And she does not eat, barely opens her mouth for like a syringe of like water, or they try to like use a sponge and like put it in her mouth for her to drink water, and she just can't do anything. She can squeeze your hand a little bit, but she can't do anything. So hard watching her. But like I said, I don't want her in pain anymore. And if her transition is to absolutely be in a better place, I'm okay with it. My sister said that I think she said in the Bible, she said that when you transition over, and you are in the body of what you left at, the age you left at. And when you go up there, you meet people who passed before you, and they're in the body of when they left, the age they left. And so she was like, it's gonna be so funny. Or she said, she said she was imagining my mom will be 80 years old, transitioning over and meeting her mom at the gates. And her mom passed when she was like 35. Can you imagine that? Like, you're seeing your mom at 35 and she's seeing her daughter at the age of 80. And then it's like, then when you get I think she said something about that's your temporary body that they see you in, but then you get your permanent body and it looks younger. I think that's what she said. I can just imagine, like, I could imagine. But she's going to be so happy to see her mom. I know she will. And her dad. And her brothers. So she's up there definitely gonna be partying and be reunited with everybody that she lost. And they just, I know, gonna be having a good old time up there. Well, it's going on 23 minutes, y'all. And I'm gonna not close it out because I might come back. But if I don't, you know, it'll be that black screen telling you guys thank you. All right, see ya. So yeah, that's my pizza. I got some dango oil on my sheets. Now where are my wipes? I don't know, I'm gonna have to find them. I think they might be in my bag still. I gotta clean that up. But yeah, I got some pizza that I'm gonna eat. I got me some more green tea. Y'all, I'm for real, like I'm really about to get this system back in order. Cause I can't like just be sitting here with a belly full of garbage. Like, I don't like that feeling. I'm gonna get it back in order. But yeah, I haven't found anything yet to watch. Just been sitting here though, thinking and loving the quiet. It was quiet at my sister's house too, besides Furfew having his moments, but otherwise it's all good. I don't know what all this fuzzballs came from though. That's weird, unless it came from that jacket when I put it out the washer, maybe. I don't know. Weird. But let me see what I can find, if I can find anything. Because right now I'm just looking at, well, last night I went to sleep on the No Reservations with Anthony Bourdain. He was watching me because it was like maybe a few times where I looked up, and I mean, it's always food and drinks with him, but like, I have no idea where he was. I saw a little snippet of something with Nelson Mandela. So, I don't know where he was yesterday. It was probably a good 3 different cities he went to, and I was just zoned out. And I finally just turned off the TV and just like went to sleep. So let's see what we can find, because I don't know. We got comedy. Okay, this is something called Black Cinema. Let's see what's on here. Amistad. What's Amistad? Never heard of it. On board slave ship. Nope, not watching that. I don't like watching stuff like that. I really don't. I don't like watching stuff like that. Now, have I watched stuff? I have, but I don't like watching stuff like that. Guess what? Fifth Element, one of my favorite movies. So it's on demand. So that's on the list right now. I'm gonna still go through the list and see if maybe something else. Jumper is good too. But yeah, I might just go ahead and watch Fifth Element. I know that movie word for word. The Taking of Pelham, that one's a good movie too. Lake Placid. They got some good online on-demand movies on here. Yeah, it looks like I might have to go ahead, Ace Ventura, and watch Fifth Element. There it is again. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on Fifth Element and watch that. And it's 2 hours or over 2 hours. So eat my pizza and I'll be back. Hey y'all. So it is about 1:30 something. Almost 1:40, something like that. But this is my pizza I'm about to eat. Hold on. Hey y'all. It is 11:50, January 16th. I'm eating barbecue chips and some chili my daughter made this morning before she went to work. She must have took all the cheese with her. I mean, we have American slices and a block of mozzarella, but I didn't want to shred none. So I'm just going to eat it with some hot sauce and then these chips. I had my husband give me some green tea so I can get my system back on track, or like detox it. Because I don't want to take Docalex. I don't know if that's gonna start me back up and then I have trouble stopping, you know? So I'm gonna do this green tea and I should be good by the time my treatment come back around. I know that's gonna have me messed up. I hope it doesn't, but you know, sorry if I'm crunching, y'all. I'm hungry and I'm stressing. So this is comforting. Let's see what this chili tastes like. I was gonna put some sour cream in it, but again, it's pretty good. I need cheese though. I definitely need cheese, but I'm gonna eat this like this. What I could have did was made me a grilled cheese sandwich, and then that would have offset it. Grilled cheese with chili on the side. Y'all remember eating that in school? I think that's what they gave you when you didn't have enough money, or you forgot your money at home. They would give you chili on the side with a bun with they made grilled cheese sandwiches out of. It didn't bother me shit, as long as I ate. That sound is the washer. I finally put my dress in there. My sister had gave me like a whole bunch of these white face towels, brand new. So I put those in there with the dress. And then I put that lace jacket that had got slightly tinted. to put that in there. So hopefully it'll either brighten up back to white, or I don't know, but we'll see. I probably should have just washed the dress by itself, and then the towels and that other thing I could have put in there with some bleach, and that would have got it back white for sure. We'll see. It's almost done washing. Then I can put the other clothes in there. But yeah, y'all, I'm not doing nothing. I mean, only thing I did today was swept the floor in the living room. I was in the middle of watering my plants and I got totally distracted. So I gotta go back in there and water a couple more plants. Ugh, my legs are like so just like, I'm definitely like feeling like tingling in like my hands and my legs. Like every time I get on my feet, my body is like, if you don't go sit yourself down. But it's like, I feel like being back, I have to just walk around and see what needs to be done. Even though it's not too much, but still, like, it's just me, the thing in me. I don't know. Can't help it. I don't know if my baby boy know that I brought pizza. I wonder. I don't know. I keep saying that. I saw a video of my oldest nephew. Is it my oldest nephew? No, it's not. Second oldest nephew. He was talking to my mom before she had got really bad. And these are not like emotional tears. These are just my eyes running. My eyes and nose been running. They just run. And then they stop, and then they start running again. Has to be another side effect. I don't know. Sorry if I keep saying I don't know, but I really don't. So, anyways, my nephew's talking to my mom, and anyway, he was saying how he was so thankful for her teaching him, you know, like certain recipes, and he's still doing her recipes. Like, she is like, man, she has done so much in her life that, like, it's amazing. It really is. Like, she taught every last one of us how to cook. Which is why, you know, I I know how to cook, and all of my kids know how to cook. Like, I love the positive things that are taught and passed down. Like, that just warms my heart. It really does. I love it. That other garbage and mess that people do, no. I love it. I love it. She taught us. That is so awesome. And even though she couldn't really understand, but I think because she saw like the smile in his face, she knew what he was saying to her was positive. And, so she just like smiled and she's like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh. I have a lot of good memories with her. A lot of good ones. Well, here's the washer. Well, I'm gonna wash my hands. Go take that stuff out so I can put this other load in and hang up my dress. And come back to my chili, finish it off, and find something on TV to watch. So, I'll be back.